We've all been there. You're out, maybe grabbing a coffee, walking through the city, or sitting at a bar, and suddenly it happens. She looks at you. Your heart races, your mind starts spinning, and you ask yourself, what do I do now? Most guys freeze, or worse, they overthink it and let the moment slip away. But not you, not anymore. I'm Kevin Chinn. As a professional dating coach, I help successful men master attraction and build high-quality relationships. If you're ready to date better and live better, then you're in the right place. Today, I'm going to show you exactly what to do when a woman looks at you, so you can turn that fleeting glance into lasting attraction. Stick around, because these are the strategies that can change your entire dating life. Let me tell you a quick story. Years ago, I was at this upscale networking event. You know the type. A room full of successful people, business chatter, handshakes everywhere. I was on my grind, focused on making connection. But as I walked past the bar, I noticed a gorgeous brunette looking at me. I remember thinking, is she really looking at me? Or am I just imagining it? And this is where a lot of guys get stuck. They question the moment. They doubt themselves. They think, oh, she can't possibly be interested in me. But let me tell you something. Women aren't subtle by accident. If she's looking at you, then she's curious. She's intrigued. But you have to recognize it for what it is, a window of opportunity. Most men miss this because they aren't paying attention or they don't trust their gut. But here's the first lesson. When a woman looks at you, don't overthink it. Always assume that she's attracted to you. Confidence starts with belief. When you're out in public, be aware of your surroundings. But more importantly, be aware of your energy. Trust that when a woman is looking at you, it's because she wants you to notice her. I remember the exact moment when everything clicked for me. In the past, I would have just shrugged it off, kept walking, maybe looking back, but ultimately letting the moment pass because I was too busy or didn't want to risk rejection. But that day, something was different. I had been working on my presence, really owning my masculine energy, and I decided to act. I slowed my pace, turned slightly in her direction, made strong eye contact, and gave her a subtle smile. Nothing over the top, just a confident, grounded acknowledgement that said, I see you. The moment stretched. She smiled back. And just like that, a simple glance turned into a conversation, which later turned into an amazing connection. This wasn't some lucky break. It was the result of mastering the art of presence. When a woman looks at you, what she's really doing is giving you a chance to step into your masculine energy and lead the interaction. She gives you an invitation to act, but how you respond is everything. Step 1, calm, grounded eye contact. So what do you do in the exact moment she looks at you? Step 1 is simple. Hold eye contact. I can't stress this enough. Most guys get flustered or look away too quickly because they're nervous. But what you need to do is hold her gaze, not in a creepy or overly intense way, but in a calm, grounded manner. Think of it as a silent, unspoken conversation. You're saying, I see you, and I'm comfortable being seen. That's the essence of masculine energy. Calm, confident, and completely present in the moment. When you can hold eye contact without rushing to look away, it signals to her that you're not afraid of the moment. You're not thrown off by her interest, and that is incredibly attractive. Just hold that space for a second and let her feel your energy. Step 2, the subtle smile. Once you've established this eye contact, the next step is to give her a subtle smile. Now here's where a lot of guys go wrong. They overdo it. They flash a big cheesy grin or try to play it too cool with a smirk that looks forced. You want to keep it relaxed, natural, and just enough to show her that you're confident, approachable, and interested without coming off as overly eager. Make sure to smile slowly so that she feels like she actually earned it from you. A subtle smile says, I'm enjoying this moment, but this is totally normal for me and I'm not desperate for attention. That's a powerful place to be. Let me tell you about my client, Jake. Jake is a tech entrepreneur, super smart guy, driven to succeed. But when it came to women, he struggled to connect. He was always in his head, especially in those moments when women would show him interest. One time, he was at a cafe and this woman across the room kept glancing at him. He froze. He didn't know what to do. So he just stayed glued to his laptop, missing the opportunity completely. When we started working together, the first thing I taught him was to get comfortable with being seen. I told him, Jake, when a woman looks at you, it's not random. She's giving you the green light. But if you don't take action, then nothing happens. I coached him on maintaining eye contact, relaxing into his own body, and holding that space without panicking. Fast forward a few months, Jake's in a similar situation, this time at a networking event. A woman looks at him from across the room, but instead of freezing, he holds eye contact, gives her a subtle smile, and confidently walks over to her. Within a few minutes, they're talking, and that conversation led to a date. So what changed? Jake stopped overthinking and learned to trust his own presence. When you can do that, everything falls into place. Step 3, take decisive action. All right, so you've held eye contact, you've given her that subtle smile. What now? Step 3 is to take decisive action. And I'm not talking about rushing over or making some grand gesture. Decisive action in this context means confidently walking over to her and starting a conversation. Or, if the situation doesn't allow for that, finding a way to acknowledge her interest with body language before you even make your move. Here's what I recommend. If you're in a setting where you can approach her, do it with purpose. Walk up to her calmly, make eye contact again as you approach, and say something simple and genuine, like, "Hey, I noticed you looking over from earlier. I had to come say hi. I'm Kevin. What's your name?" This doesn't need to be complicated. The attraction comes from your delivery, not from the words themselves. If you're in a situation where approaching her immediately isn't possible, like you're across a crowded room, then use other cues, like a second glance, a head nod, or a slight hand gesture to invite her to come over. These small, decisive actions show leadership, and women are naturally drawn to a man who can lead. So, to recap, when a woman looks at you, it's not by accident. It's an opportunity, and how you respond makes all the difference. First, recognize the moment. Trust that she's interested. Second, hold calm, grounded eye contact. Third, give her a subtle smile. And finally, take decisive action. This is how you turn a glance into a date. If you're ready to master cold approach and take full control of your dating life, then join my free 5-day challenge, Attraction Accelerator. Inside, I'll show you how to turn these moments into real opportunities without overthinking or getting stuck in your head. Just click the link in the description below or DM me approach on Instagram, and I'll personally guide you through the next steps.